To create your marketing materials like social media posts or flyers or maybe presentations, then you absolutely need to have a brand kit. And if you have the paid version of Canva, there is a brand kit feature in Canva that you can use. But if you're not on the paid plan, then I'm going to show you today a quick, easy workaround so that you have a brand kit always available for you to use. So let's jump in. Is we're going to go to the projects tab over here, add new over here, and folder. So we want to call this something like brand kit or brand guidelines, something that you will remember that you put all your brand stuff into. Now we're going to back over to home and click on flyer. Let's just quickly give this a brand kit header. Okay. First thing we want to put into our brand kit are our brand colors. So we're just going to grab a shape. A little bit smaller. And we make it. So we're going to take whatever our brand color is, the value of the brand color, then we can grab it and we can go up here over to right where I clicked on color, and now I've got all the colors and I can add a new color, and down here I can put the hex code into it. So I can just put it in and it changes the color. And what I also want to do is to that hex code in there as well so that I know what that is. So to grab it, you have both the color and the hex code in here. So I'm going to do that 2 more times. I just click on the color, click on the plus sign, copy, and so it's already highlighted. I'm just going to control paste over it. And take this text box, duplicate it. Code. And last one. Paste it. Colors all in here so we can use this later on in a design. We'll know exactly what our brand colors are. So the next thing we want to add into this is our logo. So if you have your logo, you can upload it, right? You can upload it into the upload section. I have mine. I'm just going to grab mine from the brand kit, but you would just simply grab your logo from wherever you have it. And now you have your logo in your brand kit as well. And the third thing that you really want to have in this brand kit is your fonts. So we're going to take the basic font. We're going to do so over here. So all I've done is I just have the alphabet capitalized, lowercase, and numbers, just so I can see what it looks like, right? So I'm going to left justify this. Left justify. And so now move my logo over. I'm going to actually make this a little bit smaller so we can grab it, stretch it up just a little bit. Up here where to the font is, and I'm going to choose Baldoni FLF, and I am going to oh, so this way you have the font in the font that you want, but also you have it written out as well, so you know what the name is. So you can add whatever. So I'm going to copy this and use it because I'm going to use this top font. Copy of this. Heading, right? So this will be the font that I want to use for heading. And then I'm going to choose, we'll just choose Canva Sans. And this will be the font that I use for my subheadings. Last one, oh, we're going to duplicate that as well. Make this Canva Sans as well. So and shrink this up just a little bit so we can add 1/3 final font in here. This one will be body text. Choose our mode. Our mode. Our mode as well. And actually write that in. Okay, so now you have your colors, the hex codes for your colors. You can put your logo in here. And if you had your logo and you did not know your hex colors, one of the things you could do is you could say you wanted this purple color to match this green, right? You can click on the color. You can click on the add, and it brings this up. Click on the pick a color, the eyedropper, and then go over here and grab it. And it chooses a color that it landed on in your, now my logo has different, it's kind of a gradient, so it has the same shade, but in different hues. So, if you have that situation, you might not grab the exact right color. You want to get that definitely from whoever designed your logo. But in a pinch, if you need it, it's an easy way to grab it. So, and since I don't want to keep that color, we're going to back out of that. And so this is how you build this brand kit sheet, right? So we're going to save this. We're going to look here. We're going to go to File, and we're going to say Move to Folder. And we're going to move it to the folder that we created that's called Brand Kit. So that's right up here, right? We're going to put that in that folder. And that's really key because you really want to know where this document is when you go to create another design. So we're going to get out of this design. We've built this. This is good. We could add more to this. We could Let me show you quickly. If you wanted to, you could add, let's go over to elements and let's go over to graphics and let's just do abstract and see what comes up. So if you wanted to choose like some different designs that would become, part of your brand aesthetic. So you might choose, like something like this and you like the stars, whatever. But you could put them in this document so that you have them all in one space and you can always go to this and look at it. The other thing you can do is you can, if you click on this, if you click on this document, this graphic, and you see the three little dots that come up, if you click on them, you go down here and you say add to folder. Now you can add it. You can add that image to your brand kit, right? You can add that one. You can add this one, add them to your brand kit. So now you always have this available to you in that folder. And that becomes key when you go to start building something. So let's do that. We're going to go back to home. We're going to start from scratch now. I'm going to show you how to use this brand kit document in your builds. So let's say we want to do, let's just do an Instagram. And we're over here on the Instagram and we want to create a post. Now, if we go over here on the left-hand side, right, and we scroll down, we go to projects, there's our brand kit, right? This is what we just created. So let me go ahead and add a page and I'm going to add the brand kit to it, right? So now I'm not going to post this, but I'm going to use this to help me to create the post that I am going to build. So I can go back over here to my elements, or to my, let's start with text, box, and I can, I've got Baldoni FLF, so I know I can go here, and that's the font that I want to use, right? So this replaces the brand kit that is available only if you are a paid Canva user. So I have the brand kit, and that's why you'll see a lot of that stuff showing up for me. But if you don't have access, if you're not on the paid plan, you won't have access to this. And things like the brand kit, you won't see your fonts or anything, your colors or anything. So this is an easy way. So you can pull this document in, use it, right? So we can always, the benefit of pulling this in too, right? So if we come back up to here, let's go to elements. Let's just bring a shape in, right? So when you click up here on the color, it's going to give you document colors. And because you've already pulled in this brand kit, it already has your colors already up here. So now you don't have to go fumbling around and looking for the, what the color is. It's just right here, right? And you can switch it to whatever brand color you've got down here. You have your logo, so you can duplicate it and pull it up here. It just makes it a lot simpler for you to access. And then if we go over here and we go to our projects folder, we can click up here and click on folders, and we can go down to that brand kit folder that we created. And now we have our images in here too. So we can just simply, add this to our design as well. So this just makes it super easy to keep all of your design elements, like these images. You could, if you have favorite images, like if you are using images for backgrounds, right? Let's go back to elements and let's go to flowers. So maybe, flowers are a part of your aesthetic, or that's something that you want to use in your design all the time. Same thing, we can go here, we can click on this picture and, we could make it, we right click on it, we can set it as the background, right? But we can take this photo, click the three dots, and we can add it to our folder so that, the next time you go to create a design, you already have this, but you don't have to go searching through to find this photo. It is already part of your brand kit folder. So this can save you an enormous amount of time, because I know that a lot of times people struggle with, where did I put this in Canva? Like, I used this element and I loved it, but I don't know where it is. I got to go find the design and try and copy it from there. So this is how you keep things organized. And this is how you do it when you are not on the paid plan and you want to have, all your brand elements together, the colors, the fonts, and everything. You just do this. And then when you're done with your design, then you don't need this anymore. You just delete it. And now you can take your design and publish it or post it wherever you want to post it. So that's kind of the workaround for building a brand kit when you are not on the paid plan.